Yeah, here's our Therapeutic Thursday. And we have a quote here. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. It's a nice quote. So today is Therapeutic Thursday. We're going to talk productivity, or better yet, lack thereof. It's okay to not be doing. We need to remember to just be. Doing and being are complete opposite sides of the spectrum, and that is perfectly acceptable, especially for us aortic survivors. In your past life, your pre-aortic disease self was likely stressed, overworked, and just plain spread too thin. I know I was. I know this is not written by me, but our author is. And that was not good. So being too overworked and spread too thin is not good. And as a society, we are taught to be on the go constantly and to always be striving towards something. Once a goal is accomplished, it was time to reach to the next best thing. This attitude needs to stop, especially for survivors and caregivers who are learning to adapt and learning to live that new normal. Here we have another quote. Stop judging your day by how productive you were, but instead judge it by how present you were. It's a very mindful quote. She goes on to say, it's okay to rest. It's okay to nap. It's okay to not keep up with chores because your mental, physical, and emotional health and well-being are top priority, which means that likely your expectations need to be drastically altered of what truly can be accomplished in a day, a week, and a month. I've gotten good at prioritizing duties and things that need to be done, and I've let go of that type A control freak in me. I create 3 lists: urgent/daily, weekly, and when I'm motivated. That's clever. The daily duties are to get my kids fed and off to school with their breakfast cooked and lunches packed, do my yoga, shower, cook a meal for supper, get paperwork to the appropriate people, go outside, read, and have a hot Epsom soap bath, light housework, including dishes, cleaning up the kitchen and sweeping, take a nap if needed, and connect with my kids, husband, family, and friends, she says. Here's another quote. Productivity isn't about being a workhorse, keeping busy, or burning the midnight oil. It's more about priorities, planning, and fiercely protecting your time. Being self-aware. I've learned that without doing these things daily, my physical and mental health suffers. The most important part of my routine has been connecting with my kids and husband, depending on his shift, before they are off to school or work. It makes everyone happier for the rest of the day. All the rest of the last 2 lists get done at a snail's pace, and that's perfectly okay. More often than not, some of my weekly duties get moved to next week. What are your strategies to be unproductive and to be okay with it? That's a great question. Strategies to become unproductive. Usually it's the opposite, but I get her point here where she discusses, looking out for number one, looking out for yourself, making sure that you're mentally rested and emotionally rested and physically rested to perform the things that, need to get done. And priorities would be probably, in this case, her kids and her husband, and the rest can wait. This is a very great article. I like this.